Experiment 627 was the 627th genetic experiment created by Jumba and the second to be made without Hamsterwheel's funding. He was designed to have all of Stitch's powers, including those of 20 other experiments, with none of their weaknesses. Stitch the movie. 627's creation was oddly foreshadowed near the end of the film, when Pleakley pointed out that the remaining 623 experiments were evil.
That is turned to good is completely useless for bad. I'm trying to fix for 627.
Lilo and Stitch the series. In the episode 627, Stitch cleverly defeated and rehabilitated Experiment 515 in only 2 minutes, but grew egotistical when he kept bragging about how great and special he was.
We say please around here, remember?
Stitch special!
Stitch then began acting rudely towards everyone at dinner time and threw a plate of cranberry sauce in Jumba's face. This angered him enough that he resolved to put Stitch in his place, resulting in the creation of Experiment 627. Once Jumba had finished creating 627 and activated the ladder, 627 escaped his container and fled into the jungle, but not before Pleakley discovered him on Jumba's ship. 627 soon after came across Experiment 625 and attacked, drooling on him and eating his sandwich. Seeing 627 as an accomplice for Gantu in catching the other experiments, Reuben took 627 back to Gantu's ship, where 627 demonstrated his great powers to Gantu and Reuben. Impressed, Gantu and 627 arrived at a farmhouse the next day to capture Experiment 603. 627 easily defeated Stitch and the former, and Gantu escaped with 603. Following this, 627 began to easily beat Stitch at capturing other experiments, most notably 567, 390, and 607. And relentlessly bullied and tormented Stitch and Reuben, much to their indignity. Eventually, Gantu decided to use 627 to conquer the galaxy by himself, even quitting his job of working for Hamsterville. When Reuben insulted Gantu's take over the galaxy uniform, 627 blasted Reuben with Gantu's plasma gun, afterwards laughing an unusually large amount. Reuben then slipped on a stray drop of plasma, causing 627 to excessively laugh even more. Gantu condemned 627's laughter, while Reuben took notice of this. Reuben later telephoned Lilo and informed her of what he had discovered, wanting to get rid of 627 as much as Lilo and Stitch did. After Reuben's report, Jumbo clarified that since he had given 627 extra of everything, he might have given him an extra large sense of humor as well. Shortly after, Lilo and Stitch, with some help from Reuben, lured 627 and Gantu to the middle of the town for their final battle. Stitch was able to defeat 627 by making a fool of himself during the battle and using the latter's abnormally large sense of humor against him. Eventually, 627 laughed himself into an unconscious state and was then deactivated by Lilo using a home food dehydrator he ordered from a TV commercial. After he was dehydrated, Lilo took his pot and placed it in her pocket for safekeeping. Ace. In the episode Ace, 627 was seen on a computer screen posing as an evil creation of Jumba's as part of a hoax to fool Mortalax, the head of Ego Industries. Special abilities. 627 has all of Stitch's abilities, doesn't sink in water, and cannot be turned to good. He also has the powers of 20 other experiments. His other powers include enhanced physical attributes, plasma blasts, frost breath, telekinesis, electrokinesis. 627 also has a mind close enough to a supercomputer and it has extra retractable limbs to a maximum of 6 and extra head. Weaknesses. 627's only apparent weakness is his overactive and infantile sense of humor, causing him to laugh uncontrollably. First, his powers begin to fade and then he goes into a state of cataplexy and collapses.
I've never heard of that.
Trivia. 627 is the only experiment in the series that was never rehabilitated or given an actual name. Leroy was not rehabilitated either, and all we know about 628 is that it exists in its pod color. In a parody of the Disney Channel original movie High School Musical, 627 is among one of the members on Jumba's basketball team and seems to have turned good. 627's manner of defeat is similar to the Toon Patrol from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. 627's pod color is blue. 627 is one of 3 known experiments that has more than 1 head, the other 2 being Forehead and Swapper. He is one of the few experiments that are actually villains, along with Cyber, Chop Suey, Leroy, and his clones, and Darken. He is also the only experiment never to be given a name, although the Lilo and Stitch community has dubbed him Evile. As far as we know, there has never been any official 627 merchandise released by Disney or any of its affiliates. However, thanks to some wonderfully creative people at Etsy, we were able to have one custom made. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like and subscribe to the channel for more Lilo and Stitch videos. And leave a comment down in the comment section with who is your favorite experiment and which one you would like to see us do next. Until next time, aloha!